Guys, I'm on the ground at the Federal Plaza where you can see workers setting up this barricade here ahead of these demonstrations that are expected in front of the Federal Plaza here in Chicago. Guys, I'm gonna keep you updated as this unfolds.
Well, I guess the forecast in Chicago calls for snow. That's an awful lot of salt trucks. That's an awful lot of... I don't see this many salt trucks when it fucking snows. Blocking off Grant Park for the taste. Or something.
Trump, do not send the National Guard to Chicago, gang. Do not, I repeat, do not do it. We are a different breed out here, nigga. We are not Los Angeles. Nigga, we are not Washington, D.C. This is Chicago. Them go fight back. I'm telling you, them go fight back, gang. Whatever, I don't give a fuck what you talking about. Them young switches, gang. They not going for that, bro. I know a bunch of y'all finna say, oh, it's the National Guard. They can't do anything about it. They must go in Chicago. Do y'all know that it's more bad people than good people, bro? There are over 100,000 gangs in Chicago by the city by itself, gang.
Man, Trump talking about something. Chicago about to find out why it's called the Department of War. You about to find out why it's called Direct. Goofy ass. We ain't scared of this shit.
Quiet part out loud.
Yo, it's wild. The culture and what's happening in these cities like Chicago is worse than we previously thought. There are people that are online that are basically warning Trump about the National Guard and or the military actually appearing in the city of Chicago. And they think that the young bulls over there or the gangsters and all of that. And I seen this one lady, maybe I'll do a separate review video to it. I seen this one older lady and she was saying that the Crips and the Bloods is coming together in order to, fight against ICE. And I'm not really sure if y'all understand what y'all saying. Number one, you cannot make a threat on the president of the United States of America. I'm not sure where y'all been at and how y'all think that this is going to fly in any shape, capacity, way, or form. But that is not the wave, bro. You don't want to even be online feeling comfortable. Even if it's not a direct threat, an indirect threat, anything that can be taken as a threat, that's not what you want to do. Y'all really don't understand that they're trying to prevent you from killing yourselves. Where's Black Lives Matters when you need it? Where's Al Sharpton? Where's all of the D.L. Hugleys and the Steve Harveys and all of the people that got a paycheck, the Roland Martins? Where are all of these people that were heavy on the Kamala Harris train, and they wanted the federal government and people and white people to acknowledge the people in Chicago? I'm not sure if they just wanted affirmation or if they actually wanted something done. It sounds like they just want money. And that's usually what it comes down to. Politicians have monetized crime. And it's funny because they find money to do a lot of things like rolling out the salt trucks and placing them along the streets, which y'all don't really realize this, but most of Chicago, especially downtown's streets, are actually sold off. So Chicago has to rent their streets from a private investor, overseas investor, even to be able to do certain things like parking trucks and having parades and blocking off streets and the parking meters. Any revenue lost has to go directly over there. So, I'm not even really sure if y'all understand the politics of this whole thing, how taxpayers are being finessed into playing the victim role so that Chicago's leaders and legislators can continue to profit and stay in power while at the same time simultaneously running the city into bankruptcy. And so, I would be disgusted if I were you guys. But as usual, you have people who you have to drag to the finish line and actually save their lives. that are protesting and warning the federal government and warning the president of the United States of America that he does not want to deploy. It's funny because y'all went in the house for the pandemic. Y'all went in the house and y'all didn't protest a lot of things. Y'all never got outside and protested when it came to illegal migrants that were invading your cities and taking over your neighborhoods, and all of the money that the mayor of Chicago and the governor of Illinois was deploying in order to make sure that they were comfortable when they were sleeping inside of the police stations. But y'all got smoke for the president who wants to stop crime inside of y'all communities because it's profitable for you. That is the only logical reason as to why somebody would do something like this.
About Chicago. There are people who, like myself, were born and raised in the city of Chicago. Is it dangerous here? Yes, it's dangerous here. Are we generally desensitized to the amount of violence that goes on here? To some extent, yes. However, Chicago is one of them cities that what you live by is what you die by. Good, bad, or indifferent. What you win by is what you lose by. Sometimes when things happen in the city of Chicago, it's not a coincidence and it's not a shock to us, because if you be outside doing bullshit, bullshit's gonna find you.
It's funny. I wonder how the babies that catch the stray bullets, or the college students, when I was reporting on it last year and they were getting carjacked and robbed, and the people was getting ran up on, and the people and the business owners in the plazas whose stores continue to get broken into. I wonder if they advocated for that, or if they was involved in something that would warrant that type of behavior.
Because you be outside doing bullshit. In all my years of being a Chicago native, there are a lot of things I've never dealt with because I don't be outside entertaining certain shit. I also have a really good spidey senses. I know when to leave. I don't always need to prove a point to a stranger. There are some common sense things that were put into my head that have kept me alive. And you got it, big dog, is one of them. Some people have a hard time and a hard life in Chicago because they go outside, they do bullshit, they get involved with people who do bullshit, they be attached to things that have brought them nothing but bullshit, not even no money and bullshit.
So it seems that Mayor Brandon of Chicago and I think Governor Pritzker, we know why now they don't want Donald Jatavius, Javier. They done gave him a middle name, okay? They don't want him to bring the National Guard in, okay? Chicago, the leaders keep saying, we don't want Donald Trump here. We don't want the National Guard here. I find it actually ironic because when y'all had the Democratic National Convention, you called in the National Guard. You wanted them to protect you during your convention, but not regular Chicago people. Okay. The reason is because if they allow Donald Jatavius, I think that's how you say it. I'm sorry, y'all. I've been watching this other girl and she done gave him a whole name and I love it. They don't want Donald Trump to come in there with the National Guard because if they clean up the crime, Chicago will lose $800 million in federal funding for crime programs. That's why they don't want Donald Trump there. It's all about the money. All you got to do is follow the money.
It's 100% true. I've been talking about it online, and they're trying to use the money in order to plug the budget deficit and the holes. And that's why they're trying to monetize crime. It's one big system. It's a racket. And black people are falling for it. These liberal protesters are falling for it that don't even live in Chicago. Illinois, they not even playing no games as far as trying to make sure that they plug that budget deficit. And so they're dependent on Donald Trump. And so instead of actually cleaning up crime and balancing the budget like they're supposed to, they begging the federal government for money and trying to act like it's these community programs, and they juking the stats in order to get to the money. It's one big racket, bro. And it's not fair to the black people and the community members and the people that live, work, and play and have to deal with this nonsense on a regular basis. It's so messed up, bro.
Money. I say this about everybody. Follow the money. The money is going to lead you to the reasons why. They do not care about nobody in Chicago. They care about themselves, okay? They only care about protecting themselves because the people that's dying ain't dying on their street, okay? Ain't dying in their neighborhoods. They dying in black neighborhoods. Black people are dying. Black babies. Black women. People are losing their kids, their nieces, their nephews, their aunts and uncles. You know what I'm saying? All because Chicago's leaders want to keep $800 million from the federal government. Did y'all know that?
People gotta wake up. Y'all gotta wake up. Y'all gotta wake up and get off of the Democrat plantation. It's gonna absolutely ruin your life, and it's ruining your kids' lives, and it's ruining your community, and it's ruining everything that you ever touch. But you know, it would behoove you to do what you're supposed to do, but y'all don't want to listen. I'm gonna keep on preaching it until somebody wake up. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon link is in the description. Teach Henley 40% off your first order, 20% off for life. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm gonna holler at you guys later. Peace.